How do you think this race is comparing to your other Iditarod?
Well, you have to race the dogs that you have, and so these dogs are all experienced dogs. They're a little bit older, so they don't quite have the same pizzazz and get up and go as a younger team might. And so it's kind of interesting because I was thinking when we left the start that these dogs together had about 60 Iditarods combined. Like, they've run that many Iditarods. And so I think how the race is going this year is that it's a great race. I'm learning a lot, but I'm not able to push the dogs to be up at the front where I really wanted to be. So it's always that battling of expectations versus, you know, where you're at. So, but I'm always enjoying getting out here and being on the trail, though.
Anything particularly interesting that's happened since you left Willow? Any good like trail stories you'll tell Amelia when you?
Yeah, well, I think the biggest excitement for me was that I got to use snowshoes. The snow is so deep and crazy going from Iditarod to Shageluk, and it wasn't broken in at all, and you couldn't see the markers. But I had to get the snowshoes out, put them on, and actually walk in front of the team, old school style. So yeah, I appreciated that.
How long were you doing that for?
Geez, at least the worst of it was at least a couple hours. But I would break out the trail and try to find a trail with a base on it, and then I would like run back and have one foot, like the snowshoes, trying to get them so they fit on the sled, so you could have like one, you could kick with the snow, you know, with the snowshoe on, and then have one snowshoe on the sled. And then when they would get off the trail again, or we couldn't see it, then I would run back up and go. So it was kind of funny.
Sounds kind of exhausting.
Yeah.
You just keep your snowshoes in your sled?
Yeah, I have them in the sled now. I usually have them tied back here, but I just cut it off.
Are you able to keep in contact with your daughter at all along the trail?
Yeah, I've been texting her on and off where there's service, and that's been great. I love that. Or be able to, like here at this checkpoint, I can call her. That's what I'll do now. It's really nice. I really appreciate that about the phones, because I can, you know, if she's got an emergency, I can figure it out, and, you know, she can hear my voice and not be so worried about mom. Yeah.
How are you feeling at this point in the race in Unalakleet? Have to go up the coast still, and then...
Yeah, it sounds like the coast is living up to its reputation, and that some teams are out there having trouble. A little bit of wind and some unclear trail marking. Who knows what we're going into? And I know part of it's an overland trail, and we were told it's deep snow with drifts, so follow the markers. So things like that. Like, okay. I'm feeling, I like the coast, you know, and we're 250 miles from the finish, so you can start breaking down the number of sections before you're there, so it's like a little bit more in reach. So I'm happy to be out here, understanding that it's still going to be a lot of hard miles before we make it to the finish.
Have you thought yet about what's the first thing you're going to do when you get to the finish line?
I'm going to wash my hair. Absolutely, the first thing.
How long has it been?
Since the start. So yeah, I'm dreaming of that shower. Sometimes I take a shower here, and then I can comb my hair, and it's a little bit less disastrous, but I'm holding it out there and waiting for me.
Any dogs that you have this year that are like, I don't know, kind of exceeding your expectations, or if anyone you're particularly proud of out there?
The leaders are doing amazing. I only have 2 leaders, and they've been up front the whole time, and they're doing incredibly well through a variety of trail conditions. And my main leader, he's this skinny little thing. He probably weighs half that of the other dogs, but when he sets his mind to it, he can just drag the whole team along with him. So he's been doing well.
What's his name?
I love it. Blondie.
Blondie.
Yeah.
How old is Blondie?
He's about 5. So this checkpoint's always challenging for us. Our teams notoriously just don't want to leave. I've been here for 5 hours, so I'm hopeful that, you know, the trail's right there. He can just find it and we can go. So fingers crossed.
Do you use 2 ski poles when you?
Yeah, I do. I double ski pole.
Okay.
I found for us, depending on the trail conditions, there's different techniques for what's the smoothest and allows your speed to be the highest. And so with this kind of deeper snow, if you are off to this one side of the sled kicking, it kind of digs into the snow and it causes more friction. But if you stand or sit and you double pull, you know, like these kids are doing, or this, then you can really add like a mile per hour to your times. So yeah, getting my swimmer shoulders ready.